Welcome to Whippoorwill Holler. I'm Miss Lori and this is Mr. Brown. We live in the hills of Arkansas. We love the Lord. Keepers of the old way, but accept some of the new. We love to cook and we love to eat. We love to garden. It's in our blood. It's how we stay sustainable and fill our pantry. We do a lot of canning and preserving. We live a sustainable life. We love our family. We work hard. And every once in a while, we like to dance. So y'all join us. Our secret ingredient for these cookies is sliced freeze-dried strawberries. Now I know that some of y'all have your own freeze dryers and you freeze dry a lot of your own vegetables and fruits and all kinds of stuff. And some of y'all buy it already freeze dried, either buy it online or maybe somewhere at your local grocery store or something for your pantry for either long-term storage because it lasts forever or for snacking. I know I've got grandkids that love to eat the freeze-dried fruit. So I keep it, and I keep it in my pantry for long-term storage too. But I found this recipe and it caught my eye being a strawberry sugar cookie to begin with. And then when I got to reading the ingredients and it called for your freeze-dried strawberries that you whiz up and make a powder out of it. So in this recipe, you're going to want to use 3 cups of your freeze-dried strawberries. Now, that's 3 cups before you whiz it up and make it into a powder. Now once you make it into a powder, 3 cups is going to make almost a whole cup of powder, or strawberry powder. Not quite, but almost. So when you measure out, when you see the recipe, and it says 3 cups of your freeze-dried strawberries, that means before you make it into powder. Because 3 cups of whizzed up strawberry powder would be a lot. But anyways, this is one of the secret ingredients, and I think that's really great because I think you could do it with blueberries, just about any kind of fruit, because you're also going to be using a strawberry jam too, about a 1/3 cup. So that's why it's called what is it called, double strawberry sugar cookies. So they're delicious too. So let's get started. I'm going to bring y'all down and they're going to mix up really fast and we're going to give them in the oven, and they've got a wonderful icing that goes on them too. So the first thing we're going to do is we're going to put 2 sticks of butter in our mixer, and this is at room temperature, and I'm just going to use my kneading paddle, or you could use it's a batter paddle or cookie paddle is what it's called, and I may stop this video and get that, but the kneading paddle does a really good job on mixing up cookie dough in this Nutri-Mill Artiste mixer. Okay, so I went ahead and got my cookie paddles out. So using the kneading dough kneading paddles. Either way, it would have mixed it up good. I just got kind of ahead of myself. So we need 2 sticks of butter, a cup of sugar, 1 egg, and Just a little bit of vanilla, not much. Okay, we're going to whiz this up. We want it to get creamy and really fluffy looking. Okay, now we're going to add the dry ingredients. You need 2 cups of all-purpose flour. Now, the recipe calls for a teaspoon of baking soda and a half a teaspoon of salt. But I put in salted butter, and when I tasted of it, it's already salty enough. So I'm going to not put in this half a teaspoon. Now, if you're using unsalted butter, put in the half a teaspoon of salt. In fact, I'll fix a better job of this. So using salted butter, you can leave that half a teaspoon of salt out. And I'll put that in the recipe when I put it down in the information box below the video. So we got 2 cups of all-purpose flour. We've got our 1 teaspoon of baking soda. If you were using unsalted butter, you'd put a half a teaspoon of salt. Now what we're going to do is we're going to put in our strawberry powder. And I went ahead and I took out just a couple teaspoons to put in my icing. So after you have made your powder out of your freeze-dried strawberries, just take you out a couple teaspoons to put in your icing if you want to. That's optional, but that's what the recipe said, but you don't have to. There's going to be a cream cheese icing is what it's going to be. So we're going to put our strawberry powder in here that we made from our freeze-dried strawberries. We're going to mix this up. Now, if you find that it's a little bit dry, you can add a little milk to it. And I might have to add just a little bit. But we're fixing to add a little bit of strawberry jam to it too. Now it's getting to cookie dough consistency. You can see that it sticks together really good. Now we're going to put in about 1/3 to 1/2 cup of strawberry jam or preserves. I'm using strawberry jam. And I've got a 1/2 cup here. I'm not gonna put it all in there yet. I want to see what the moisture looks like. So I got about a tablespoon left in there. So let's mix this up. Now you don't want to just totally, when you put your jam in there, you just want to work it into your dough. You don't want to really mix it up too much. Because what you're wanting is pockets of strawberry jam in your cookies. And I can put the rest of this easily. So that's a 1/2 cup of strawberry jam. delicious. Tastes like strawberry sugar cookie. And that's exactly what it is. Okay. I'm not going to mix it up anymore. I'm going to get this out and put it in a bowl. You can go ahead and chill it if you want to a little bit. I don't really have time, so I'm going to go ahead and make my cookies and put them on my cookie sheet. So I'm going to get my oven preheated to 350. And, yeah, 350. It says it takes 8 minutes, but it depends on your oven too. So let's get our cookies made. Okay, I got my cookies on my cookie sheet. I'm making kind of big cookies. I just used my cookie scoop. I really don't know what size this is. It might say on there, but I can't see it. But I was gifted several cookie scoops since I've started my channel. So I use them all the time. But this is the size I'm making, and we'll see how many I get out. I'm hoping to get, you know, that's 6, so I know I'm going to get more than a dozen. And if you want to, you can sprinkle a little bit of sugar on here on top of them, but to me, I'm going to put dip them in some icing, so they'll be plenty sweet enough. So I got my oven heated, 350, and we're going to put them in there. And my oven may be different from everybody else's, so we'll see how long it takes. Well, let's talk about the icing drizzle that's going to go over the cookies. I've got 2 cups of powdered sugar, and right down here, you can barely see it, I've got 2 ounces of cream cheese, and then I've got a couple of tablespoons of that strawberry powder, and then we're going to put just about a teaspoon of vanilla, and then I've got 1/4 cup of hot milk. Not cold milk, but hot milk. 1/4 cup. And we're just going to whiz this up with the blender. Okay, look how pretty that icing is. It's got that strawberry color. Tastes like strawberry icing. So that right there is your drizzle to go over your cookies. I've been taking my cookies out and letting them cool. And then when they're all the way cool, we'll put some icing on them. We'll taste them, and we'll talk about how good they are. How about that? Okay, y'all. Our first batch has come out. They're cooled off, and I decided not to make them as big as I thought I wanted them. So I just made them regular size cookies. You can see how brown they got on the bottom. They're not real fluffy, but it don't matter. These are delicious. I done ate some without the icing already. You can taste all the strawberry in it. You can taste, every once in a while you'll get a bite of the strawberry jam because there's a pocket of strawberry jam in there. They're so good. But we're going to go ahead and gild the lily on them, and we're going to go ahead and put some icing on them. Now you could dip it in this icing, just drizzle it. It does set up a little bit, so what I think I'm going to do is I'm going to put just a little bit on top of them, and I'm just going to kind of spread them out a little bit, kind of like one of them iced oatmeal cookies. That's how I'm going to do these. Now it says you can store these at room temperature for about 3 days, but they're not going to last that long, I guarantee you. You know, this kind of reminds me, since the icing has cream cheese in it, kind of a strawberry cheesecake cookie, kind of. So good. And those that do have all the freeze-dried fruit, this is just another good idea of how to use it. Them freeze-dried strawberries or blueberries or raspberries, cherries, whatever. Good idea. I hope y'all enjoyed this video. I hope you enjoyed this recipe. If y'all do have your freeze-dried fruit, like strawberries and stuff, I hope y'all try this recipe. It made 36 cookies, and I ate 3 of them, so but anyways, it made plenty of cookies. They're really good, and you know, it's a little healthier cookie. I don't do very many videos on homemade cookies, but when I find a really unusual one, or one that I've never made, I do like doing them. But if you go back to some of my older videos, I have some cookie recipes that I've made. Well, my kids were little. But anyways, this is a really good one, and I will be making them again, that's for sure. But I want to share something with y'all too. This is how much y'all really pay attention to me and listen to me, and I appreciate that so much. But I got 2 of these in the mail, and it's so funny. These are my canning magnetic tools for picking up my lids, you know. But the last couple of canning videos I did, I was complaining because I couldn't find my lid, my magnet to pick my lids up. And y'all heard me. And there's no name with either one of them. And what's funny is one come one day and the other come the next day. But there was no name on them. So whoever sent these, thank you so much. And let's see. There is 4 in this one and 2 in this one with a debubbler. So that's 6 of them. So hopefully Miss Lori won't misplace 6 of them. Hopefully not. But thank you very much. And then somebody sent me this because y'all know I'm having a lot of trouble with my hands. And they are getting better, but not without treatment. But anyways, this is a little, it unscrews jar lids. It fits on there tight. And then you just go to screwing, and it you're able to screw that lid right off of there. And it does work, so thank you very much. All the cards and letters and all y'all's wonderful comments, I want to thank y'all so much. And all the little gifts and things, we always appreciate that so much. So anyways, if y'all see that, that's a plant. That's my ivy. It's hanging from my beams. I was looking at that and I thought, what is that? It's my plant hanging. But anyways, squirrel. So, I know some of y'all put freeze-dried products up in your pantries for long-term storage. And it is a good thing for sure. I'm not sure where I'm looking at here. But anyways, it lasts forever. And there's people that have freeze dryers that they do their own. But you can go online, just go to Google and type in freeze-dried fruit, vegetables, whatever, and all kinds of products and different companies will pop up. You can go to Amazon and get them. If you don't like shopping with Amazon, like I said, there's different places to get it. Like I said, they have all kinds of products freeze-dried, from fruit to vegetables to soups to eggs to noodles to just stews, just anything you can think of freeze-dried. I even had somebody that freeze-dried some Skittles for my grandkids, and they thought that was really neat. They loved them. So it's a good idea. But when I seen this recipe, I wanted to share it with you. And the jam that I used, you can either use your homemade jam, or if you're wanting to go to a more, they do sell an all-natural jam, even at Walmart. Now, it does have sugar in it, but it doesn't have corn syrup in it. It has sugar. It has, I think the first ingredient is, on this one was strawberries, sugar, pectin, and lemon juice. So you can find that too. So anyways, thank y'all for hanging with me and watching me make cookies. And Mr. Brown will be back with us cooking or doing something. Everybody's just so busy. And my count right now, I think, is 29 more days till I retire. And I'm looking so forward to it. So anyways, Y'all make y'all some cookies. And like I said, you can use any kind of fruit. You can use your blueberries, your raspberries, whatever kind of fruit. And then just match it up with the jam or preserves, whatever you've got. And they'll turn out delicious. So we'll see y'all in a few days. I hope if anybody, we're getting rain today. I hope if anybody's needing rain that you're getting rain. If y'all have had too much rain, I'm sorry. I hope the sun comes out and dries up for you. If you've been in the line of any of these storms, I hope that you all stay safe. Just remember that we love y'all and we appreciate y'all. God loves y'all most of all. And He'll always take care of you. So God bless everybody. We love y'all. Bye-bye.